and welcome to this video where we're going to be looking at Gibson's Les Paul Studio, and specifically here the faded model, which mine is in worn brown. Now regarding the body, it's a carved maple top and it's set over a mahogany back with weight relief. I actually used to like the old heavy Les Pauls, but the modern way is to try to get a bit more resonance in them and try to save a little bit of weight. I guess it makes sense in some ways. As for the top, that's in two pieces. So it's grade C plain maple, and on the back mahogany, and they say it's in multiple pieces, and they say the density is of a medium consistency. The average body weight is roughly 5 pounds and 0.8 ounces. Now they say the texture is satin. Feels quite unusual. I'm not used to guitars feeling the way they finish this. I'm used to the old lacquered type Les Pauls. So it is a different feeling guitar, and it does feel a little bit different against the body when you play it. So the neck is made out of mahogany. It's one-piece neck. And regarding the profile of the neck, it's a sort of rounded profile, and it's actually unlike any other guitar that I own. It feels very thick. Now I'm used to thick necks, but this neck is unusual for me anyway. Gibson say that the thickness at fret 1 is 0.818 of an inch, and the thickness at fret 12 is 0.963 of an inch. The logo itself, the Gibson logo on the headstock, is silkscreen printed, and it's in gold, and it just says Gibson Les Paul model. The headstock angle is 17 degrees, which is useful to know if you ever smash the neck off and you want to know how to reset it again when you glue it back. It's 1.695 inches at the nut, and they've carved the slots for 9 to 46 type strings. The fingerboard radius is 12 inches, which is 30.48 centimetres, which is good because I don't like the 7.5 inch. I'm really not a fan of those, so I quite like this 12 inch. I do like the flatter feeling fingerboards. 22 frets. The scale length is 24.75 inches, which is 62.865 centimetres. There's no binding, but you do get side dots in white. The fingerboard inlays are trapezoid, and they're made out of acrylic, which I'm sure a lot of sea creatures are going to be quite happy about that. Not to mention getting frisked when you take your guitar through customs. Now on to the electronics. You get two pickups, surprise surprise. They're humbuckers, surprise surprise. They're Burst Bucker Pro style pickups. So yes, these pickups are the Alnico 5. Chrome covers on them. So the usual 500k pots on the volume. So the volume pots are 500k as per normal. There's 0.022 capacitors in the tone pots. The tuning keys are Grover Green key. The material is Zamac, whatever that is. The tuning ratio is 0.5840277778. I don't know who was in charge of that ratio. The bridge is a Tune-o-matic and it's made out of Zamac, chrome plated. Those string slots are 0.014 to 0.058, so they'll hold fairly heavy strings if you want them, but you may have to adjust it at the nut. The tailpiece is a stop bar, standard, again made out of Zamac and plated with chrome. We get the usual mono jack output. The pickguard is just standard Les Paul black. The truss rod cover is a black and white bell with the studio inscription. The knobs are black speed knobs. Comes with a gig bag. There's nothing much more to say about that other than you get a truss rod wrench and a polishing cloth and the usual manuals. So overall then, I'd say for a Les Paul, it's good value. It's not the most expensive guitar in the world, and it feels like it's been solidly made. I have no complaints. It's been reliable. It's a nice looking guitar. And importantly, it sounded really good when I played it live. So I would say that if you're in the market for a guitar such as this, then this is well worth considering. It is one of the cheaper range, and therefore you have to expect that it's not the best investment in the world. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.